Hey guys, it's a new series of Paddy Plays. This time I'm doing Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos, and this is one of my all-time favorite games. Literally from when I was a kid. Absolutely love this game. Hugely influential for decisions I made creating my own game as well. And yeah, I've got nothing but praise to say about this. So, first things first, start the introduction and we'll get cracking.
Virgin Interactive Entertainment presents...
I'm not going to talk over this either.
The Westwood Studios production of Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos.
My liege, it is as we feared. Scotia has uncovered the temple and will have the nether mask soon.
We must be ready for her. She will come here first.
But Richard, what worry have we here at Gladstone? Surely we can arrange a defense against any charades.
The mask is not a toy. The time has come, and I have no choice. I must destroy her now.
She will be so pleased.
What can be taking so long? I want it now!
Your Unholiness.
You will not make me wait again. Ah, it's a pretty little package. At last! Richard and his puny forces have met their match. Ah, I like this. Yes. Will serve me well. Beware, King Richard. You will pay for your lack of vision.
Oh man, I love this game so much. I know nobody else probably has the same enthusiasm I do for this, but it just makes me happy. I freaking love this. So many memories of this game. Right, without further ado, let's get stuck in.
I have need of a champion. Who among you will volunteer to serve me in this matter?
And I know what you're thinking. Yes, that is Patrick Stewart. Yeah, this is like a really early role of his. He plays King Richard of this game. So, this is an RPG, kind of what they call a blobber
Have you decided?
style game. And you have a choice of 4 characters to begin with. You've got Akshel, who takes up the mage responsibilities of this group. Michael's an out-and-out fighter. Kieran's more like a rogue kind of thief build. Conrad's a happy all-rounder. And they all talk and have their own personalities. Adds a lot of replayability to the game, as a matter of fact.
Do my looks frighten you? Magic runs strong amongst my people. I may not seem as strong as the others, but I'm more adept with the magic of the lands.
So I was thinking about this, and I'm absolutely going to go magic build this time. So yes, we're going with Axel.
Excellent. Settle your affairs and attend me in the throne room for instructions.
You bet, Patrick Stewart.
Welcome to Gladstone Keep. King Richard awaits you in the throne room.
Nice. Cool. So it's manual saves. We'll type in our name here. Paddy plays UK. What the hell? What the piss poo? Oh, that's not good. Let's try that again. For fuck's sake. Did we save then? Yeah. There we go. Fucking knows why that happened. Anyway. Oh, that's weird.
The door is locked.
What the fuck? Usually there's a guard there that blocks you. The game is sort of glitched. And there's no enemies. That's really fucking strange.
The door is locked. The door is locked.
That's really fucking weird.
The door is locked.
Well, this isn't gonna work. Fucking had one job, Paddy, to start the game and not fuck it up. Right, okay, hold on. That was really strange. No idea what happened there. Oh well.
I have need of it.
Do my looks
Fact.
Try this again. I've never had that happen before. Very weird.
Welcome to Gladstone Keep. King Richard awaits you in the throne room.
So I was actually gonna say you can actually attack these guys, but it like completely fucks the game if you do that.
Summoned to see the king, go back straight north into the throne room.
What happens is they'll one-shot you because they're fucking really overpowered at this point. Let's override that.
the Gladstone crest.
So generally speaking, you don't want to fight them. They're on your team anyway, so I don't know why you would want to do that. So you start the game with pretty basic equipment: sandals, dagger, shirt, and basically it's a pretty straightforward RPG kind of setup here, where you have might and protection, and that's really far from some hidden stats you can't really see based on these three. That's really what you need to worry about. It's unique in the premise of this is more like sort of Elder Scrolls, where the more skills you use for certain things is what you level up. You don't get an all-round level up. But the more you fight or use magic or do roguey kind of things is the more you'll level these up, and they each individually give you a kind of overall level up by leveling each individual one. So you'll get more HP. So he starts with 28 hit points, pretty bad, and he's got 32 magic points. He starts with a basic spell, which is Spark, but Axel is an absolute fucking beast in terms of magic, so he can already access level 4. Which looks like that. You've got a sleep option here, lets you make a camp, lie down and rest, and you can generally do that, but in places where there's enemies you have a possibility of being interrupted. And you also start the game with a salve which restores health, aloe which restores very little tiny health, and then there's ginseng which cures poison and restores very little health.
Tapestry brings some warmth to the keep.
They're very talky. And you also have 41 silver crowns, which you start the game with. And overall, you can do a little bit of exploring. There's some things, there's pictures and stuff.
An ornate lock.
They say a bunch of things.
His Royal Majesty awaits you in the throne room.
But I'm not going to get too bogged down with this. This is going to be a pretty quick run through the game, in all honesty.
I tell you, we must march with whatever troops can be gathered locally.
Isn't Eric mustering his white army? Have we lost all confidence in our own military capabilities?
Eric is the finest commander in the kingdom, but he is a 5-day march from here.
As long as we have our own magic, I really don't see where we need more than the defenses we already have in place.
Scotia is not an adversary to be taken lightly. Ah, Arkshell. Because of the threat from Scotia, I have an urgent need for the Ruby of Truth. Please retrieve it from Roland's estate in the Southland and return it to Gladstone. Here is a key to my private library. Among the books, you will find a magic atlas that should be of assistance on your journey.
Come by my office before you leave the keep. I'll give you a writ that will identify you as being on official business for His Highness.
That's Jaren. He's the advisor. The woman there is called Dawn, who's like the head of the Mage Guild. To explain the intro as well, the basic premise is
Jaren Oberoth, Royal Chamberlain.
that evil witch Scotia has found a mystical ring that allows her to, like, shape-shift into different monsters. Really powerful ability, actually. And obviously, our first task is to go to a country to the south called the Southlands and retrieve something called the Ruby of Truth from a knight that lives in a manor there. And basically that's the whole premise, because Scotia's not a very nice woman who wants to kill everybody, basically. Anyway.
Oh, it's you. The impending storm attracts all you would-be heroes. Now, I suppose you want your writ. Look, even the beasts seek shelter.
This should raise eyebrows a bit. Yeah, this is Jaren. He's the king's advisor. He's not very friendly,
What are you waiting for? Be gone.
as you can tell.
Use your own maps. Those are mine. If I want you to touch something of mine, I'll ask you. If you need help, mayhap that rascal Timothy is at the Grey Eagle.
Yeah, he's a lovely chappy, as you can see.
Victor Glaston, Royal Armory.
We'll say hello to Victor quickly so you can meet him.
Oh, so you come to see Victor, afraid of Scotia's new toy? Ha ha ha! Why afraid? Look at Victor. Myself could use a shape changer. Ha 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 ha! You show Victor what you want to buy. Maybe you show Victor what you sell, okay? Now is not the time for training apprentice. You have a thing to sell, Victor?
So yeah, you can actually sell items by presenting them and to the characters. So the options available here that Victor sells are a dagger. We already have one of those. It's nothing to shout home about. Rapier, which is a bit better than mace. Mace is like the next weapon up. The one we really want is this big ass sword here.
Excellent weapon! 125 crowns.
Obviously we're a touch short for that, so we'll come back.
You again come visit, no?
And then the only other person of note to meet
Royal Herborium.
is this fella called Nathaniel.
Shh. Did you hear something? If Scotia does attack, they say we won't hear a thing. Quickly now, point out what you need. Those are only experimental ingredients.
So he sells aloe, ginseng, and salve, but really, we don't really need any of that,
Farewell then.
to be honest. So, yeah, that's that first part done. And we'll go straight into the woods. Have a look around. Oh,
You may pass.
I forgot something actually. We don't want to just straight away do that because we want the Magic Atlas. Which is this book.
The Magic Atlas.
So the other books, not really too fussed about reading because you just listen to Patrick Stewart talk for a long time about the lore of the lands. But you don't need that because you got me. I'll tell you the lore. So this is Gladstone Woods, which is the surrounding woodland. This is the auto map. We'll be using that quite a bit.
The nest is empty.
So we'll take a look around here. Any sort of hollows we can have a check into. We'll also look for items to sell. These swarms, you can actually use them to attack enemies with bees. Bees! But as much as I love using bees on things, I love that ability from BioShock, for instance.
There is nothing in the hollow.
I just love shooting bees at my enemies. They're actually better to sell for a good weapon.
No time to make mud pies now.
And this is Lake Dread, which is a lake from here to the northern continent, I believe.
Lake Dread is much too cold for swimming this time of year.
And obviously you can't traverse that as of yet. There's lots of loot to be picked up, and it's always good to find loot. There's a unsavory looking character this way, so we'll hold off. There's a bit of a mechanism at play here, where boars will be spawned over time. It's otherwise pretty safe. It's just the one boar that gets spawned over a set period of a timer. And as you can see, since I killed him with some magic there, I've already started leveling up towards level 2 as a mage.
No time to make mud pies now.
And it's no time to make mud pies now.
Is that a Pseudobushia hugiflora?
That's a reference to the game Carandia, where there's a giant plant thing you have to use to solve one of the puzzles. It's a different Westwood game, basically.
Hey you! I'm taking your money.
Whoopsie! Our guy's fighting us. Well, you got 3 options here. Give him money, which we're not going to do. Bluff, which we're not going to do. So we're just going to fuck him up with magic.
You won't get my money without a fight.
That's right. Eat my spell. Well, I just fucking killed him outright. Fuck. Bet he feels bad for doing that now. Bet he wishes he didn't mug me.
Too heavy.
Touch too heavy. No problem. So lots of loot.
The nest is empty.
We're going to take all this delicious loot and sell it to Victor. We'll keep a rock on us because you can just throw that repeatedly at our enemies, and it not only allows us additional attacks we can use, it also levels up Rogue. So you'll notice, like, when you attack, the options grey out for a touch of time there. So you can still throw objects though, and that counts as extra damage whilst also upgrading this rogue ability. So it's a good thing to do.
Why are thugs guarding that cave?
So this is a touch more risky, as there's 2 thugs, but I like our odds. I'm gonna go for it.
Hey! Get out of here!
I'm gonna fuck him up. Oh. Chucked a rock, but I don't know where it went. Oh, it's here. So we'll rest here. The Thug's Cave is just through here, basically. And we've pretty easily handled our enemies with that magic. See, Thug's Cave. Surprisingly, Thug's Cave doesn't have any enemies, actually. Take some rocks with us.
There are silver coins in here.
This is a lantern.
The lantern.
There's a game mechanic where you have to put oil in there to keep areas lit. But basically, we're going to raid this place for some treasure.
Fresh. Fresh. There are silver coins in here.
I just happen to remember where everything is hidden. So no problem there. Yeah, you can't hide this shit from me, come on. Lockpicks are handy, you can open chests with those. We had the key this time though, so it wasn't too much of a problem.
10 crowns. Empty.
You can actually smash chests, but it does deduct from the amount of items you can get from a chest. Whereas finding chests in this game is super rewarding because you can just totally, they always contain more than one thing. It's like Christmas whenever you find a chest. Excellent mechanic, really rewarding when you discover one. So before we head on in the game, we're gonna head back to Gladstone, and we're gonna, you know, buy some goods. In the original floppy disk version of this game, you actually had to type in something from the manual. They'd say, look at this page, what's this word? And that's what you had to do. So please excuse me for 2 seconds. I just need a wee. So I'll be back in just a second. Right, back to it.
The hidden plumbing seems...
Oh. The hidden plumbings.
This must be fed by an artesian well.
Seems miraculous. Right, we're gonna sell a bunch of shit and hopefully buy this big ass sword. You bet, Victor. This cup here, by the way, basil cup. I don't think you can sell those, or it only takes one, gives you 1 crown for it. But it fills you up to full health each use. The best kind is where it's got 4 gems, but as you can see, 3 of the gems are missing, so it's only got 1 use.
That workmanship, 10 crowns. Fine work, except for rust spot, 5 crowns.
So largely speaking, we're not going to get much for any of this.
You need...
It's only 5 crowns. He won't buy a rock or the lockpicks. He'll give us 25 for each of these, though.
You need for sell that? Okay, my friend. 25 crowns. Fine. You need... Excellent weapon! 125.
There we go. We got our sword. So we got 2 salves. Don't need this dagger.
Fine work.
2 salves. This cool sword. Found another aloe. Got our writ. I won't sell that. I'll keep it for now because it should be handy if we need to shoot something with bees. And yeah, I think we're good to go.
You again come this... No?
Pretty well set up. So, Might's a bit better. He's never going to be a great attacker though, annoyingly, but, you know, what mages, usually. Never mind, eh? Right. Next part of the game is, let's go to Southlands. And it's this way. No, it's not. Where the fuck am I going?
What would a beautiful young woman be doing on a road like this?
Excuse me, lad. Are you with King Richard? I need to get into the keep and I have forgotten.
Almost had me there.
I'm sorry, miss, but these are dangerous times.
Timid fool. I will not forget you.
Oh dear. Anyway,
This must be the marina.
it seems to be the marina.
Excuse me, I need to book passage to the Southland.
Where's your money?
I have a writ from the king.
Well, where is it?
It's another rude character.
That's the last cretin who bothered me.
Is this net for sale?
Not to you. Watch it. I suppose you'll want to steer the boat too.
So really,
If that's a writ, Geron's penmanship skills have declined, I'd say.
really you got no option but to give it the fucking writ.
Well then, hurry and get on the boat.
But she keeps it. So you get stiffed next time you have to use the boat. But you know, whatever. So you might have recalled Jaren saying, if you need help, there's a rascal called Timothy at a place called the Grey Eagle. So that's the first thing we'll do. We're going to look for a tavern called the Grey Eagle Inn and bolster our party up by 1. Get a second player character. Here it is.
Ah, this is the Grey Eagle.
It sure looks it, doesn't it? Probably the sign there is a clear indication.
This looks cozy.
So,
This is hotter than Victor's Forge.
you have to basically go 1 by 1.
Are you Timothy of Gladstone?
No, I'm Tyrus, but you're close. Please, don't bother my customers.
So it's not these two. Maybe he isn't here.
This room is occupied.
Are you by chance Timothy of Gladstone?
No, I am Philip. Timothy is the yellow-haired fellow over by the fire.
Thank you. I'm on an important mission for King Richard.
Well, you're a brave young patriot, Sonny. Take this magnet stone to guide you on your journey. Long live King Richard.
So he very kindly has given us a compass. So that only leaves this fella, doesn't it?
Are you by chance Timothy of Gladstone?
Yes, I am Timothy. And who might you be?
I'm Akshel. King Richard has sent me to retrieve the Ruby of Truth from Sir Roland. One of the Dark Army spies has a mask or something. She has become a shape changer and apparently threatens the kingdom.
Scotia. She is the most evil woman alive. I heard that she had hired the excavators, but I never dreamed she'd actually find the mask. Well then, Akshel, let's go now. I'll get my things together and meet you outside.
Da, 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 da. There we go.
If I lose one more customer to rumours about the Dark Army, I'm closing this place.
Ah, he's funny, isn't he? Oh, Tyrus.
Back so soon?
Sorry to disturb you.
That's quite all right.
Wrong door, this way, surely.
I hope those aren't barber's tools.
My wife won't let me keep those in the house.
This inn seems well supplied.
All you can eat for 2 crowns.
What a huge napkin. Imported Wybellian oak. Lost dogs and cheap handymen. This inn seems well supplied.
Anyway, let's get out of here.
I am pleased to join you, sir. All I have is at your disposal.
So the best thing to do really is let's give Timothy that sword. And that will balance us a bit more. I think we probably want to redistribute some goods here. Oh, that's not good, is it? Okay, let's rebalance a bit. Oh gosh. Turns out that Akshel's actually a bit better with natural defense than Timothy, surprisingly. Gosh, Timothy has terrible defense. Terrible. He needs all this protective gear. But oh well. He's also shit at magic, so go figure. But he's a good fighter. He's got a great sword. And he'll do fine, you know? Right, without further ado, let's go exploring. See what the Southlands has to offer. Nothing in that hollow. You can hear footsteps of enemies and things. So you just kind of have to be on the lookout. Like here, for instance. That's him dealt with. So it's actually touch risky to rest here, but you can consider doing it. Oh. So a simple 2-spark spell will do the trick. There's only a limited amount of orcs in this area. Those little guys are orcs, by the way. And there's only a limited amount, so they'll only put up so much of a fight. There we go, handled. You can really just rest whenever. Just, you have to be prepared to, when you rest in a risky area, to deal with like things that can interrupt you. So it's a bit of a funny one. It's a bit of a risk-reward kind of mechanic, but as long as you're like reasonably prepared, you can use it fruitfully. You'll notice that Axel's accuracy is not brilliant with weapons either. So we'll just use some magic to get rid of this guy. And that rock did the trick. Funny, yeah? So, throwing rocks you can do a surprising amount of damage with. And you can often just finish enemies off before they become a problem. It's a good strategy, because this part of the game can be challenging if you're only relying on just weapons.
Is this what smells? Is he selling this stuff? That's the biggest muskrat I've ever seen.
I don't really know what a muskrat is.
This place stinks. Is he selling this stuff?
Hello. Come on in. I'm Buck. Here to trade. Just show me what you got or what you want.
My name is Buck, and I like to sell you things.
You buy the bow, and I'll throw in the arrows.
Sure.
I'll sell that, you know. 10 crowns?
You bet. So there's boots here as well. He won't buy much off you, though. He certainly won't buy anything like a mace.
I'm not really interested in buying that.
He will buy a salve, but I don't really want to sell them. We might need them. I think the shield was a good idea to bolster the defense, and the boots, the bow.
What are you, one of Richard's inspectors?
Are you eating lizard tripe?
Yep, I don't usually cook it, though.
Lovely.
Hey, don't mess things up. Sorry, can't spare my last pint of cider. I'm a natural man, you know. Never bathed a day, never been mosquito bit neither.
Yeah.
Made it myself. 20 crowns.
And that's about all we can afford, really. I'll come back for the boots, I think.
Go on, watch out for the orcs.
But not right now. But we'll do his defense up. Yeah, Timothy's got really poor defense, but, you know, he's not a bad fighter. Right, so let's carry on, basically. We're finding a few of these. Sometimes you get lucky, and if you click those stumps and stuff, you can find hidden items. So it's generally a good idea to check for things like this. Ah, see? Just like that. Oh. Man, we're getting good with the drops. Getting lucky with the item drops. I'm resting here because honestly I think we've killed them all. I don't know that there's going to be any more orcs. Almost leveled him up with his mage abilities as well. Fighter not so much. It's difficult to level Axel up as a fighter because his accuracy is not very good. He often misses enemies. Magic he's much better with. Obviously, as you can tell, but the only thing is with magic is evidently he runs out, so you just gotta... Here we go. He really handles them well. Even fighting, he's not too bad. He's a bit of a powerhouse, my Axel. Surprising, really. We're finding a decent amount of items. I'm very surprised by the drops we've come across. It could be like a lot. It could be coming off a lot worse than this. So this is really surprising. You probably noticed this, the forest, in terms of character dialogue when you click on stuff. It's, for some reason, the more you progress in the game, the less detailed their comments become on things, particularly towards the end of the game, where there's notably a lot of like dialogue in the game files that were clearly intended for things that never are actually programmed in to be applied. I mean, there's like obviously like features in the end of the game that were supposed to have dialogue that's actually already recorded against it, but they're just not applied. Because I think this game got rushed out towards the end of it.
What happened? Someone has attacked.
What fiends would slaughter a poor defenseless dog?
Yeah, so unfortunately this has happened. And I don't know, another piece of interesting, what do you call it, cutting room floor info on this is there's actually an image for this place not attacked. So I don't know if there was some cut content where you could come here before it was attacked or prevent the attack somehow. I don't know. There's lots of stuff like that in this game. Like loads of hidden rooms in places, hidden items you can never find. Just really interesting stuff. But this is one of those areas. So that automatically aggroes that guy. He had a lot of HP actually. There we go, leveled up. I bet his rogue's going up as well, yeah. Mage is going to good. So, there's not much to say about this place, to be honest. It's a pretty short area. Just where you fight a few of these guys. Bit of a cool tip is if you close the door, you can rest without being disturbed. They can actually open the door, but only if you're not resting.
Someone has been burning parchments. Hey, this one is only half burned. Boy, all the others are destroyed. Richard, my research indicates imperative that you're oined with the ruby. Combat the Netherium.
I think this is a clue towards the how to win the end boss fight. It basically says, it's obviously a note from Roland, who's been researching the Ruby of Truth, which is a relic that was recovered from a place called the Herbish Mines, which is a kind of cursed mines in this haunted place. It's really cool. I'll talk more about it when we get there. But basically he's saying his research indicates that yeah, he's saying something is to be joined with the ruby. It's imperative that you're, and it actually is a reference to something that Richard has. The research indicates that the relic that Richard has separate to the Ruby of Truth should be joined with the ruby to combat the Nevermask, is what this is referring to. We don't need this note anymore.
Senseless destruction. Whatever it was, it's garbage now. Must be some clumsy orcs.
Indeed. Indeed, indeed.
Must be some clumsy orcs. Must have been painful.
Oh. Oh, yeah. One shot.
Must be some clumsy orcs. The window's broken.
There are silver coins in here.
So there's actually level up locks in certain areas. So if I use magic anymore, Axel won't actually gain any further experience. So it's generally best to, once he's leveled to magic level 2, in this first area to start using the other abilities like fighting and rogue. So you'll notice I'm not using spark as much, because I want Axel to be as strong as possible. Because, you know, that's the aim, right, of an RPG.
These scones are firmly attached.
I think you mean sconces.
One thing I really love about this game is like
the window's broken.
The art. It's like masterclass in pixel art. So impressive for the time. The artist is like a pretty famous guy. I heard. I think he's died now, sadly, but
the window's broken. 7 years bad luck for some poor orc.
He did a lot of artwork on Westwood games like this, and they were had a very distinct style. Just gonna see if I can do this with just Axel.
I wonder who that was.
It's funny, and like the music actually stops in this area, it doesn't repeat. Right, time for our first boss fight. And I will use a bit of magic here, because this guy is pretty dangerous, actually.
You small, what you?
You shall perish by my hand.
We're gonna back the fuck up. Level 4 spark. Ooh. Hit him with another level 3 spark, should finish him off. Yeah, there we go. These guys are a bit tougher. But, you know, we managed it, no problem.
Must have been painful.
So you pick up an axe dominance.
Silver coins in here.
And you might have noticed this is a cool effect as well. When your characters get more injured, they like show physical damage to the portraits, which is cool. I quite like that. Axe dominance is actually surprisingly pretty wank. The only redeeming feature is it has a very small chance to kill something instantly, like a critical hit. But it's so minute of a chance that there's no point using it, it's just worthless.
This is Roland's hiding place. I hope he is in here.
So you're better off just selling it, really.
Roland, what has happened?
Timothy, the Dark Army passed through here not an hour ago. They have stolen the Ruby of Truth.
We will take you to Gladstone with us. Dawn will heal your wounds.
I am beyond healing. You too must recover the ruby.
The war has begun, Axel. The death of such a patriot must be avenged. Let us hasten back to Gladstone.
I vow upon his deathbed to find these orcs and return the ruby to Gladstone.
So yeah, that's the first tragedy of the game that comes. So the key here, Roland's key, is literally for the chest, but you can just pick the lock, to be honest. And I advise you do so because it bolsters the rogue ability up.
If I don't take these coins, the orcs will. If I don't take these coins, the orcs will.
Loads of cash. So Saber, again, pretty shit.
Empty.
No reason for it. Don't need the key. May as well leave the key. And yeah, we're done. Time to go. And we've killed everything in the forest, so there's fuck all left to do here but go back to the marina. Stop at Buck's. We're gonna grab some boots. My name is Buck, and I like ducks. You're thinking I'm gonna say the rude word. I'm not gonna say it. Bucks. Okay, I said it.
Buy the one on the left, and I'll throw in the one on the right. 10 crowns.
Okay, that's good.
So long. Watch out for the orcs.
There we go. Yeah, fuck it. Axel can become strong and protected. Is it wrong to be strong? You be the judge. Be honest, I'll have that fucking sword as well. Although the rapier actually does his defense up, which is a neat thing about it. So that's not a bad thing. Certain weapons have that ability, they just bolster the defense. And for Axel, that's not a bad shout, actually, because he doesn't need to be a heavy-hitting attacker.
What an attractive marina. What an attractive marina.
Nothing more to say about it than that.
Hello. Are you going north?
I had a writ from the king, but that other clerk kept it. May I still ride?
Sorry. 100 crowns per passenger.
So you're probably thinking, what the fuck is that thing? And in the lore of Lands of Lore, because there are different races, Axel, for instance, a member of what we call the Dracoid race, which is like a humanoid, half human, half dragon people who are kind of weak physically but very good with magic. Fomgogs are big, these things, big kind of people with 4 arms. They're excellent fighters, not great mages.
Perhaps you could swim. It's not that far, really.
Maybe.
Who has time to sit down these days?
You indeed.
Captain Felka likes to catch his own breakfast sometimes. We hung 3 orcs with that rope last week. Are you from Gladstone? My brother Bakata studies with Dawn there.
So Dawn, if you recall, is the head of the guild. The Mages Guild.
Are there whales in these waters?
I am charting the Dark Army's movements. They are very close, you know.
The Dark Army is kind of like a dark faction. Basically the main antagonists of this game. They are the ones that want to bring Gladstone to ruin, and Scotia is a kind of witch that has gained control over the Dark Army just simply by being just a badass mage, basically. They followed the strongest, really. The Dark Army used to be run by this person called the Dark One, but he got killed in a war. It's kind of very Lord of the Rings-esque, this. You could think of him as kind of like Morgoth, who, if you know your Lord of the Rings lore, he got killed in a war way back. And Scotia is kind of like Sauron, but not really, because she used to be part of Gladstone's Mage Guild, but apparently failed the exams there. So instead, I don't know, learnt heck of a good, stronger magic ability elsewhere, and then turned to an evil side, dark side. I think her name's Margaret Fisk, but took on the name Scotia. So we'll go in and out again just to trigger the ability to go north.
Are you going north?
I had a writ from the king, but that other clerk kept it. May I still ride?
Sorry. 100 crowns per passenger. Hurry, the boat is just leaving.
Let's go then. Yeah, fortunately, easy come, easy go with that money. You lose half of it right here. Because the bint in the other place fucking kept it.
You again?
Well, give me my writ back.
Watch it.
Is this net for sale?
Not to you.
Yeah. What an a-hole. Anyway, back to Gladstone. First thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to actually strip Timothy of all his shit, because you'll see why.
You may pass. What tidings bring you from the Southland?
The Dark Army has stolen the ruby. I must tell King Richard.
His Highness is resting in the throne room.
You might have noticed that I was using him quite a bit less than Axel, and also it may be a curious thing as to why I stripped him. Honestly, a level 3 fighter, a level 2 rogue, he's pretty poor in terms of statistics, especially in comparison to like Axel, who's not even level 1, not even level 2 across the board really, and he's already got better might and protection, and obviously magic. So we'll just go straight to the throne room.
Do you have the Ruby of Truth?
The ruby has been stolen. I must see King Richard.
Go in at once.
All very dramatic. A lot of shit's happening.
Leave him, vile witch!
You cannot stop me. I found the mask. My warriors have the ruby, and this realm will soon beg for mercy beneath my heel.
Postpone your celebration, hag. I will not permit this travesty.
Oh, the inept charmer threatens me. You, Dawn, will be the first to grovel at my feet.
He still lives, but we have no antidote, and he sinks deeper by the minute. We must now channel all of our magic into a protective shield. Elvni, Mekilno, Konax!
I have to say, the acting for back then is very good for this game. Most games from back then has really bad acting for the voice actors, but this game was different. Had good quality, really.
This shroud will prevent any further action of the poison, and protect Richard until the cure can be located.
I think they obviously hired proper voice actors. Unlike games like Resident Evil, cough cough, Jill Sandwich, fuck's sake. So this is, I suppose, like the Council of Gladstone, and it features obviously Dawn here, who's the head of the Mage Guild. That's Jaren. We've already seen these two, and of course we've got Nathaniel, who's the head of herbology, I suppose. The two we haven't seen are Paulson, who's, I don't really know what he is. He's like, he used to be a blacksmith, but he's just now sort of some other high-ranking member of the council. And this fellow here, another Thomgog, is the Bakata who that marina worker mentioned. That's her brother. So he's an up-and-coming mage who's studying with Dawn, and we can talk to them all and find out a little bit more about what's going on here, so I think we'll do that.
This shroud has required almost all of our magic to create. Nothing can cause Richard further harm now. Richard will remain in suspended animation until the shroud has been unlocked. Nothing can cause Richard further harm now.
So King Richard has been poisoned by something bleak, which they don't have a natural remedy for.
All my potions are for naught. I knew it. This is indeed Gladstone's darkest hour.
So as Nathaniel has commented too, this is no normal poison. This is something strange and different. One that he cannot cure.
Hello. We have not met. I am Bakata, Dawn's apprentice. Really, quite bad manners violating the king's castle. I do wish Dawn would permit us to mount some sort of counterattack.
Carter's our boy. He's fucking wicked. We'll enjoy him a lot more throughout this game. Take that as you will.
I don't know about you people, but I'm going down to the Urbish mines and get to the bottom of all this masked business.
Come now, Paulson. Do not be so rash. The Urbish mines are where Scotia found the mask. The Dark Army is surely swarming all over that place.
Well, I just won't sit here on my backside while that wench has her way with the whole countryside. Enough talk. We've got to do something now.
He kind of reminds me of somebody. I'm not sure who it is. He's got almost like a Hulk Hogan kind of mustache going on. Yeah, brother!
This has to be the work of Scotia, but how did she manage it? How did she get inside the keep? We change our passwords frequently.
He's as rude as he is dumb, as you can tell. Like literally the crow on his windowsill with the glowy eyes. No light bulbs there, Jaren. No, okay.
Our potions cannot cure him, but legends speak of an elixir that could.
Ah, so you can probably guess from that what the next part of the game will involve.
Our potions cannot cure him,
Okay,
but
we've
legends speak
heard this
of an
bit.
elixir that could.
So all that can be done now is leaving.
We will need your help, Akshel. We must ask that you visit the Droracle. Perhaps he knows a cure for Richard.
The who? And where is it? Do you know, Timothy?
Unfortunately, Timothy's services are needed here. Bakata will join you in Timothy's stead.
Fucking right he will.
I will meet up with you later, Timothy.
I'm familiar with the path to the Droracle. I would be honored to join you on your quest.
Farewell, Akshel. You had best hurry. Do not grieve at our separation. Bakata is a good man, and will be an asset to you on your journey.
Your time has come, Akshel, to walk the paths of magic. This mystic album will hold the spells that you acquire. Practice and learn to use it well.
You bet I will. Look at him. Fucking what a champ. He's already like so pleased to be on our team. I love that enthusiasm, you know? He'll be much more helpful than Timothy was, believe me. So, Bakata, mate, you feel free to equip this cool shit. Happy for you to take the good shit. Don't want that. And I'm glad I kept the buckler. Might just... no, I'll tell you what. Because Bakara tends to draw a lot of the aggro from enemies. So we'll let him keep some of this stuff. That's reasonably even Steven, isn't it? Nah, I'll tell you, I'll keep him tanked up because he's gonna deal with a lot of shit, really. Does give him better defense, so that's fine. I think we do need a better weapon, though, for Akshel. There we go. 15 versus 33. I mean, we can see there's a better attacker here. We'll stick with the rapier for Akshel. The rest of the stuff we don't massively need, to be honest. We'll get rid of a lot of it. Got a lot of money as well.
The door is locked.
Really, unfortunately,
the door is locked.
You can't get into the fucking herb place, so if you wanted more healing potions, well, like me there, you will have fucked it. But oh well, you can still get into Victor's.
You again, come to see Victor. That workmanship, 40 crowns.
I'll buy the other rapier.
That one a weapon right.
And we'll just sell the rest of the shit we don't need. Don't really need any swarms either.
You need was.
So yeah, we'll get rid of. Don't need this.
Fine work.
That goes for quite a lot. Don't need the shirt. Don't need the sandals. This one.
You need.
This one sells for a bit.
Fine work, except for rust spot, 100 crowns.
These go for about 50.
You need. You need. You need.
And that's about really.
You need was.
All we need to do, I would say. The rest is worth keeping.
No?
Well, the aloe's a bit shit, but whatever. There we go. It's worth like a little bolster to his damage. There we go, that's a bit more even. Although, do we want to... Ooh, that's a considerable reduction to his defense. That kind of evens it out. Don't know. Oh, look at that. He gained some mage experience. That's interesting. I don't know where he got that from. I'm just gonna go back in quickly to sell this mace because we don't want this anymore.
You again. Come to see Victor. That workmanship. 40
That's about it. That's all we need.
No.
Alright. We're ready to go. Nothing else left really, so... yeah, we'll go back to out here, and we need to seek the Droracle's caves. Is the next part of the game.
Do you recall seeing the caverns east of the keep?
No, we...
There is a passage. Let us bear east and then proceed north as soon as possible.
Let's do as Bakara says, because he's a right champ.
Here, this mystic chant will open the passage. Connex, Ge, Delamare.
What a guy. Just knowing all the fucking mystical chants and shit. Right, are you ready for this? Let's explore the Droracle's caves.
This place stinks.
Quite.
I love all the little comments they do as well. Like, the game's full of dialogue like this where the characters just riff off each other. Really cool for a game back then as well. This would have been like totally unlike anything else.
Clever. The wall is moved. God sakes.
Oh, yep. Oh, haha, heavy hitting. Love it. Of course, we have our rocks to throw, so we'll do that. You can throw daggers as well, I think. I don't know to what extent that's useful.
We just needed the right combination.
I don't think there was a combination. I think just pressing them all in solves that, but as you can see, the pits close in behind you afterwards, so... yeah. Right. I want a rock. I want a rock! There's
silver coins in here.
Staff. Leather jerkin. We're all good, but we'll keep all of it. Oh.
There's silver coins in here.
Here we go. Nice. And you can occasionally drop a little heal, which is handy.
Perhaps this was once a dungeon.
Yeah, it could be, or could be Picardo. So clever. We got second pair of lock picks. We don't really need it, so I'm gonna leave it. Try and rest up here. It's a good idea. Fucking chair. Don't need a second pair of lockpicks, so we're leaving that behind. There is... You can basically do something where if you really want to, you can hold on to as many items as you can and sell them to this statue in a later area where they will give you like 50 crowns no matter what it is, but
let's be careful around this.
It's honestly more than you need, really. Nice. Level up. Love that shit. Car is already like quite far on his way to leveling up as a fighter and a mage, really. He doesn't have as much magical ability though, so he's dropped an emerald eye, which should be useful. I'm sure we'll find a use for that. I just killed him outright. So that doesn't actually show up on the map, but that is something of interest to us. that will feature, you know, prominently in terms of what we do next, but
Let's be careful around this.
there's actually nothing more that can be done at this point, so actually down the pit, basically. And we get greeted by this thing, which is easily dispatched by our joint best abilities of being an awesome mage and a fucking tank of a fighter. Sledge. Sledge is as strong as a rapier, but with poorer defense. Although apparently it's slightly weaker. It's interesting that 36. Yeah. Odd that. It seems to have a better, slightly more damage in Bakara's repertoire. So I think it's just going to be something we hold on to and use when we need it.
A great smith worked this iron. There.
Get some humanoid bones. And in actuality, these are, at least at this point in the game, they seem to lose this ability later on, but they never miss when you throw them. They're easier to pick up. So there's a strange room here.
This room smells worse than the rest.
Oh.
This cavern looks like those monsters' den.
Seems it, doesn't it?
Oh, how disgusting. Heavens, I'm feeling a bit queasy.
Not good.
Hey, there's something alive in there.
Shall we cut this one open?
Oh, that air smells good. Thanks. I was on my way to the Droracle when one of those monsters grabbed me.
We as well seek the Droracle. You're quite welcome to join us.
Oh, thank you. I'm Laura. I've been chosen to serve in the Droracle's household on behalf of my village. If I can't get there, he won't give our farmers the weather predictions.
I take it you are from Grisbel.
I'm Akshel, and this is my friend Bakara.
I'll wait for you outside this dreadful chamber.
Alright.
Thanks again. I thought it was over for me.
That's it. We picked up a third character, and I think best weapon for her is probably this. She's a good rogue as well, as you can see. Has a lot of ability there. Yeah, I think the best weapon for her is this sledge, to be honest. So that's what we'll give her. Other than that, she's just kind of cannon fodder. Cannon fodder? Is that the word I'm thinking of? She's just kind of like, you know, frontline infantry, just to soak up damage. Dies quite often.
There's a trap door up here.
She is not very good at fighting or magic or anything, really. She's just a third character that you can use. But probably won't use her often, we'll just let the boys handle it. I think we're being attacked from behind as well. Yeah, see, she took a pretty horrendous amount of damage there. But she does take the heat off the other guys and can contribute like a bit of a whack now and then, so. There we go. Let's carry on through. Fighting more stuff where necessary. It's going to be a while before he levels up as a fighter, whereas Bakara won't be long. I'll try and level up Bakara's magic as well as we go. So, with the sledge, we can actually knock this down.
I say, now we're getting somewhere.
Last.
So, ginseng's useful. We've been quite lucky so far, but the rat guys can actually poison your character, and ginseng is an effective remedy for that.
I've been poisoned.
There you go. What did I tell you?
I've been poisoned.
Oh. Both have been poisoned. Nobody's got a level 3 heal either. So what's best is, when you sleep with poison, it actually kills your character there. It's not the end of the world because we can just do quick heal and everyone's back to, you know, good. Although she's had her face frozen, so she'll be grinning like that for a while. As you do. Bit of a funny bug in this game. If you pick something up whilst they're interacting with something, it freezes their face.
That's it. One more should do it.
Getting low on oil as well.
This wall up here is a mite
So you might want to top that up. There we go.
Hooray, we did it!
Nearly empty, so I'm going to put some fuel in there. Huh. Okay, so there is a switch this way. There we go. Oh, and it leads to a pit, so... Brave face, leap of faith. And these guys you want dead, like now. Nice. Yeah, you don't want these guys to hang about because they will fucking kill you. They can one-shot you pretty easily. They have a extremely high critical hit rate. So you gotta watch out for that. And one actually gets spawned every time you step into this area, so again, you need to watch out for that. Heal. Ooh. Chest, eh? Let's have a look in here. So we've actually leveled up with everything else almost. For Akshel. Almost level 3. Pick up some goodies. Star. Another star. And a sapphire eye.
Empty.
And that's about it. Oh. Use some magic. Oh. Nice. 92 points of magic. Good help. So he's going to be like a much better caster now. He'll be able to use level 4 spells pretty often, I would say. Yeah. So he's going to be a real hard hitter. In terms of magic, at least. But we just need to keep building his magic up. Not done exploring here. You can actually sort of farm these enemies a bit if you so choose to. Where's my bones and shit? It's not a bad idea to maybe do that, but I'm not really going to bother farming in this game. I'm not really interested in doing a farming run. So, yeah, we're locked at level 3 now, so I'm going to probably use his other abilities. I don't know why that is, annoyingly. Is he locked at level 3? I'll keep using it to see what happens, because Bakata seems to not be locked at level 3. But he did start as level 3 mage. And it does seem that Bakata's abilities have been gaining some... It looks like he's been gaining experience, so... Don't know. Oh shit. Okay. That didn't go to fucking plan, did it? no matter. There's that critical hit rate I warned just about. I warned... Well, I wouldn't say I warned you about, but... Yeah, it is a risk. Might try quick. Quick farm. Is this build? Oh, he is still leveling magic. That's cool. So we're not locked at level 3. We are definitely not capped. So yeah, I'll carry on using magic as Oxshell, because it looks like you definitely can build that up to level 4, which will be advantageous for sure. So it's a funny part, this bit. You've got 2 routes, and
Brilliant. Quite a stroke of genius.
whichever you don't use, if you go into one so far, you get locked out of the other. It's just a bit of a weird one. Oh, that was weird. I think that did it actually. That will have locked it out. I think we went too far, and that will have been locked out. So if I went back to the other area, which is worth doing because I think there might be a chest, but you won't be able to progress forward in it. It's now as far as it can go, I think. Leather jerkin. Not handy for anybody. So there is a chest.
There are silver coins in here.
It's Trent's stick.
Empty.
Yeah, see? You can't progress. Whereas had I have come here first, there would have been a pathway open beyond this. So I've been effectively locked into this route, whichever one this takes us to. So yeah, it's possible to miss things.
Dagger in, dagger out.
Dagger in, dagger out. I think there's a switch the other side. Yeah, cool.
There are silver coins in here.
The dagger here. And there's some kind of niche, but I don't know how you can get to it. Because if you hit that button again... Oh. Oh. The dagger's gone. Oh, hello. Quick action. There we go. Okay, let's heal up. Okay.
A great smith worked this iron.
Yeah. Alright, let's pick this lock. Seem to bite us a bit. Struggling to open this. It's crazy. I think Laura can do it though. Oh, being attacked.
This doesn't seem to be the way to open it.
Huh. That's crazy. Don't seem to be able to open the lock. I think there could be a key involved with this. Maybe we have to explore and find something. Yeah, I guess we'll leave that and come back to it. Just remember it's there. Oh. Oh yeah, it's a real one. Some of these pits are fake, but that's a real one. Dealt with that. So, different dagger, it's not the same one. There we go. And this is an iron key. This might be for that chest, so we'll grab this and we'll try back upstairs again before we carry on in this lower level. Just need to find out where the staircase is. More of these things, eh? Good time to build up our magic abilities though, particularly for Picardo. He's not far off level 4 actually, whereas we're steadily building it with Akshel. Something up there.
The rings look tarnished and neglected.
Oh, let's close that up. So these bugs are really difficult to hit, so you're best using magic on them, really. Empty flask.
The rings look tarnished and neglected.
So you might be thinking, how do you get to that?
The pit is merely an illusion.
That's how, it's just an illusion. Just an illusion. Oh, the iron keys for that.
Silver coins in here.
Rapier dicer. Better damage. Yeah, much better. Scale mail gives considerably more protection to whomever is wearing it. I think it probably makes more sense to put it on a boy here, since Akshel's is pretty good. Well, that kind of fucks us a bit. So how do we get into that chest upstairs? If that was for that. Nobody needs rest. That's good. Hear more of these baddies. Try see if we can pick it again. Ah, fuck it. Give me that shit, come on. Ah! Free skull. Skulls. Free spell. Scroll is what I was trying to say. Free scroll. So we've unlocked a new ability. And we've got something called the Jewel Dagger, which automatically makes Laura... I'm gonna put this on Picardo there. Holy shit, look at the damage on that. He's just gonna fucking wallop everything.
The chest has been smashed.
Sure has. Lantern's nearly empty, so we won't hang about. We couldn't open it, fuck it, let's just carry on. Okay. Lots of baddies here, but it's okay. I think we'll stick to Spark. Freeze can affect multiple enemies. Where's our bones? There was one. He's just gonna fucking wallop everything, to be honest. Lots of these things have returned, haven't they? Yes, indeed. Bro. Is this a new area? Yeah, okay. I'm not seeing as many of the flying spiders. There's axe here. I mean, you could just sell this stuff down the line. Nothing really else of note. So we'll just carry on. Depending on how many of these there are. Yeah, okay, so with freeze, a level 2 spell might kill them outright. No, it doesn't. It's another one of these spinny spots. This is the way to go. Wow, he doesn't use much magic for him. It's really good against them. Level 3 just killed him outright, didn't it? Not bad, not bad. Alright. So this is the red key, presumably for that red lock. Aloe, pretty pants. Some boots for Laura, every little helps. Yeah, use the...
Empty.
Alright.
I've been poisoned.
Where's my bones? There you are. Oh, freeze. Level 3. That'll deal with them. Oh boy. Quite a lot of these, isn't there? I think Rogue actually enhances your accuracy of hitting things, so Laura should actually be reasonably accurate. Might have that wrong though. Yeah, that cleared off enough of them that we could rest, which is good. Right, can get through here now. So there's the doorway down a level. Oh.
That wall seems strange to me.
Yeah, if you put in that, you can get a dagger. Daggers are pretty shit though, so there's not really any reason to want one. And they don't sell for very much, so in all honesty, kind of a waste of time, but a neat little secret in case you were interested. But yeah, they don't really do anything worthwhile. Anyway, we're going down to the final area of this map. And the enemies in here can burn your armor, which is kind of annoying, so let's jump the fuck back.
I don't have enough magic.
Oof. Risky business. You could save scum, but it's kind of cheating, but you know, whatever. I don't want to lose my scale armor, it's pretty sweet loot. Sometimes it's just better off to unequip armor and just deal with the added damage.
One of those stones in the wall looks loose to me.
Does to me as well, Laura. Oh. That deals with him. That uses all the magic up there, so you generally just want to use that when there's not really much other choice. You don't want to press that button.
Bronze rings warn of danger.
Pressing that button causes explosions to happen. Is my memory of that. I think I saw one more of these. Yep. And this just enables us to get to this chest safely, I think. Nice. Ooh, okay. Basil ring protects you from poison.
Empty.
Fortunately, Carter's mittens of hands can't have rings, so not any use to him, but we can at least protect ourselves from poison. And by selves, I mean Axel. You can protect Axel from poison. Oh, fuck. Fuck a duck. That is not good. Fucking bollocks. Hell. Right. Level 3 freeze should do it. Took a real smash there from that fireball. Those things hit like a lorry. Really gotta be careful.
There are silver coins in here.
Every little helps. So there's a crossbow here. It's gonna be better for Laura actually, though.
Empty.
Suits her better as a weapon. The damage looks bad, but they all fucking put it to that. It's really stupid how the damage is calculated off crossbows, because although it shows the might is stupidly low, the bolts it fires do considerably more damage than is advertised, so it's... But unfortunately there's no way of knowing and being able to tell exactly how much damage it does, because it's just not clearly indicated. Okay. That prevents that from killing us, which is handy. Ooh. Let's put another rock down there. And that's the way out. There's still a little more to explore around here.
Dagger in.
Okay. Oh, it's the stuff from that
There are
pouch.
silver coins in here.
Not that useful, really. Don't really care much about that. Fucking daggers, not useful. Anyway, fortunately for this next bit, we're gonna have to give up the jewel dagger. It was cool whilst it lasted, but yeah. And the loot that Laura's carrying, I'm gonna take off her as well. Right. Let's go.
Excuse me. We are seeking a cure for King Richard of Gladstone.
Peasants! How dare you speak before placing an offering? Go through the archway there, and place your trinket on the altar.
So, I'm going to call it a day now. And we'll carry on with what's next on the next exciting episode of Paddy Plays the Shit. Till then, though, have a good one. Go save the game. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.